Hello, hey there. I was wondering what an upload schedule is, because I clearly don't fucking know. Dire, back at you again with another goddamn video, coming back to smack y'all with another fucking nuke? What? Dire can still get those? Here today we have a Swordfish Nuclear, and, that came from pure laziness. I picked up a default Swordfish, that's why I don't have a class set up in the beginning of this video, because it wouldn't make fucking sense. My class here is Flak Jacket, Gung Ho, Dexterity, Grip 2, Quick Draw on the ICR, right? With Stim Shot, of course. But I end up picking up a fucking default Swordfish, so that's the only gun I use for this nuke. With the Unstoppables, I believe I end up getting like a 38 gun streak with the default Swordfish, which is really fucking cool. One thing you will notice is because I decided to record this in theater mode instead of live because I wanted to keep my fan on, considering it's 120 degrees. The score goes over 100. No, this isn't a custom match. This is endurance mosh pit. So the TDM score is timer starts at 15 minutes and the score goes to 200. And I end up dropping 100 kills in this gameplay, on top of getting quite a few cool streaks going, both with my gun and with some of the other shit. This is a post-commentary, and I'm just going to be talking with you guys through some of the bullshit that I managed to pull off in this game. Probably the most retarded is when I switch to the Swordfish and I just start getting shit done. I'm still using the ICR in this part. It's pretty slow because it's TDM, which is my personal least favorite game mode in Black Ops 4. I managed to beam that kid off the bridge there. I have a little bit of lag transitioning between clips so I can keep it a little bit higher quality for you guys. At this point, I'm trying to still use the ICR. I haven't come to the realization that I fucking hate this gun yet. I do, right after in the Bloodthirst year. I'm pretty sure like 3 of those kills were with the Swordfish due to just my sheer laziness and unwillingness to use that fucking assault rifle. I go back to the classic M8 style assault rifle and start beaming kids. I unfortunately got the assist there, but I managed to pick up a couple of kills here off this bridge, bringing myself to a pretty fucking sexy position where I can smack these bots around. I start to get my streaks up here, and that pushes the enemies towards this spawn trap angle, giving me a better position. I'm playing Crash during this gameplay because I knew I'd have to pick up a gun if I wanted more ammo. If I didn't, and I ended up picking up the gun anyway, but I still used my Crash packs quite profusely. This gun is one of my favorites in the game, and also another one of my favorite default classes. My only complaint when using this class is the perks are gay. Pretty sure it's like Ghost, Skulker, and Comsec device. The only thing I like in that is Comsec to be a fucking nerd sometimes, but it is a fairly good class. I believe it's Op Mod, Suppressor, and then like Quick Draw or something. It's a very good default class to fall back onto when you are hitting those prestige levels. I get this beam here and I decide to push up. What you probably noticed a couple of seconds ago is I rotated from the main place of map control here, which would be that center building, that cabin on this map, and I went to the other side to call in my strike team. I actually do that to force the enemies to the spawn trap so I can camp like a little bitch and get those free kills off the head glitch where no one can touch me. This was not going to be the gun I was going for the nuclear with, as I had said in the first place. This is the point where I start to be like, fuck it, I like this gun more, and I start to use it. I cut it about like 10 seconds there, just no one speaking. It's not very fun, right? So here we are back to the main game. I'm starting to get kills. I hit level 834 in this gameplay. I'm 900 at the present minute, but this was filmed less than like 6 days ago, so not too long ago. I do end up picking up a quad feed from my strike team as they push the enemies to the opposite spawn, which is very nice. This Swordfish is very efficient at picking these enemies off at this like medium long range head glitch. Low recoil, high damage because of that Pentaburst Operator mod, and I'm just shredding through these guys here. That TAC 5 does provide me with some nice score, putting me closer to looping my streaks here as I continue to beam these enemies off this head glitch. Big shout out to my friend Ben, who was helping me in this gameplay. I believe I was playing with one other friend or subscriber as well. I do not remember them at the moment, but if I do continue to struggle, I'll shout them out at the end of the video. You can hear me hitting, or see me hitting, my 20 gun streak on my medals there, the Relentless. That's when I decided that I was like, oh shit, I'm actually on a gun streak, I'm gonna get my shit together. So that's what I focus on from this point onwards. Very excited, a little bit scared, because this was going to be my first ever nuke on Jungle Flooded. My second ever nuke on Jungle Flooded. So it had been a hot minute when I had done so. I'd uploaded my first ever one. That was, in fact, my GKS Nuclear. I will leave that video as the pinned video at the end of this for you guys to enjoy. This swordfish is just doing hella damage from this head glitch. I start to miss a couple of shots here, but due to the enemies only being able to see the tip of my forehead, they just can't hit their shots, and I get my free beams back. This swordfish, on top of being very excellent in the default class, works a lot better with the perks I have equipped, and Stim Shot allows me to play a little bit more aggressively for what is usually a campier class, but I'm able to take gunfights like this that I probably wouldn't with the default class because of that Stim Shot that I do have equipped. I'm just looking back and forth on these two head glitches here due to the fact that I'm forcing the enemies to spawn over there. I believe at this point my strike team decides to fuck off, so I'm sitting right here kind of confused, kind of scared, trying to figure out what to do next. As you guys see, the score limit will reach over 100 quite soon, and that is how I end up getting 100 kills in this game. My final score was 104, so a 25 KD, not too shabby if I do say so myself. To pull out the ICR there for a point-blank gunfight, I only end up getting 1 kill and an assist with it though. Here you see me switch back to the swordfish after I reload and check down below to get my strike team to fuck off out of my spawn trap and resume the carnage. Sorry if you hear me muffle myself. I am recording in a weird position due to the fact that my fan is off and it's still 120 degrees. It is 6 a.m., but I am wanting to pump out this content for you guys due to the fact that I leave quite soon for an appointment with the judge. So I wanted to get this video out for you guys before that consumes my day, and get you guys some content that you can enjoy. I hadn't uploaded in a while, especially not Call of Duty, in almost 2 weeks now, and I wanted to get out this because this is what I've been really enjoying at this point, and what I've been grinding towards. That world record video will come the minute I hit it, trust me. I'm excited to put up that world record video, but I have another one on hold due to an issue where my little brother's dog, while I was babysitting it when he and my mother were out of town, pissed on my laptop. So thank you, little shitter. We got delayed on one of my world record videos because of that, but that should be coming out as soon as possible. If you see my buddy who's doing that video, he will be second below in the comments. Give him a hug, give him a shout out, give him a like on that. I love you, brother. Shout out to you. I just got my nuclear medal there. I'm starting to flip out a little bit, so I decided to go for a pretty high gun streak. See, the score just hit 100. It's continuing to go because it is capped at 200 in this playlist. Very fun. Thank you, Treyarch. Please bring it back. Right now, as I'm speaking, it is Hardcore Bare Bones Mosh Pit, and I'm not the biggest fan of that because it has a lot of TDM games which get really campy and hardcore. Not my style of gameplay that I find fun. I continue to pick off kills with the swordfish. The enemies aren't spawning near me due to the poor positioning of my second strike team near to their spawn. I understand this, but there wasn't really another good move for me to make. I couldn't rotate due to the fact that my 1 or 2 party mates had died around that time, so I had to stay in that area and play it safe to get that nuclear. I start to play a little bit more aggressive here, and I do end up taking a couple of deaths towards the end of the match, but I don't regret it. I'm glad that I got that 100 bomb for you guys, and I still got a fairly good nuke streak of around 43, and I got way more than the 30 kills necessary with the swordfish, as you guys will see in the coming moments. Another part of this strategy that you guys may find very interesting and seek to use in your own gameplay is the circular rotation I'm doing between the 3 rush points the enemies have on me. They can push from down below. As I'm checking here, I put my strike team to watch that point. They don't want to listen, so they sit up at the cabin, which I proceed to check the bridge of now, get the pick ready, and I check the spawn long shot, which I was holding for the majority of my nuclear. As I continue to rotate through these 3 points, I see that my teammate's spawning over there, so I know the majority of enemies, due to the position of my strike team, will be pushing from down below. The enemy proceeds to get me really lit, but I get the kill, and I get some of my streaks up. I didn't realize my teammate was starting to streak. I probably wouldn't have had to die if I was more on top of calling my streaks in, but I still managed to get that 100 bomb at the end, so no harm, no foul. Just a little bit short of a gun streak because I decided to play aggressive to get those kills for you guys. One thing that you may notice that is also very interesting here is the time limit is quickly approaching, and I start to notice that in my head is that we have 80 kills and 4 minutes left. So, in a regular TDM match, that spells that we're not going to hit the score limit, we're going to hit the time limit, and due to the fact that my teammate has streaks up and they're not killing fast enough, I start to believe that as well, which may very well be true. So I start to have to play more aggressive, and I'm realizing that I'm playing very restless, moving around between these 3 points as fast as possible, jumping around, trying not to get hit in case one spawns in an unfortunate position, but doing my best to do so. I asked my buddy to push one of the spawns that is Pro Dead Knight here. I will link his Twitch stream in the description in case you guys want to check that out. I asked him to push the enemy spawn to see if we can get some movement going, because we do not have a UAV up at this time. I put down my ammo and some other things for some additional score, despite the fact that I will not be able to call in the majority of my streaks. I still try to do my best to get them up in the air. I believe I get up my sniper's nest and thresher there, which is very fortunate towards the progression in that game, as is me shooting that battery, which will later on spell my demise and lead to me pushing very aggressively for that 100 bomb. I do not want to spoil how I die, but it's fucking bullshit. I'm still playing aggressively between the 3 head glitches, trying to pick off as many kills as I can. This enemy playing hide and seek with me here forces me to get a reload and get a better angle on him to get the pick. Another enemy ends up peeking me with armor, and I don't end up getting the kill. My teammate takes the first one that I had lit up and gets the score from it, and then the second one, kind of putting me in a bad position. My strike team's starting to get kills, even though I forced it down towards the bottom. It's getting kills on the wrong part of the map. I actually pick up a MOG shotgun, trying to reposition my strike team. That is not the gun we're doing the nuke for today, so I panic quickly and pick up my swordfish, just to make sure that we have a little bit more time with the gun that I'm using. I get some picks on the bridge, light up another guy, but I'm pretty sure that he has a shotgun here and scares me off because of that, so I back off very quickly. My teammate manages to kill himself with an RCXD, and I back off. Here, my Elgato overheats, and I have to unplug it due to the fact that it made my monitor go to black. I start to freak out really heavily, and my friend here tries to protect me to the best of abilities. His abilities, shout out to Ben again. He ends up getting himself killed, but saves my nuke streak. Great buddy moment right there. Love you, brother. I try to get up on top of this head glitch. I get the pick, I turn around, I go to call in my thresher, switch to my other gun, realize I don't need it, switch back, hit the reload, and go back to the rotations, allowing me to keep my shit going. So there's 2 minutes left in the game and 40-something kills, I believe 44. I get 1 kill off the head glitch, get the second one, and this is where I die. The battery did not want to hit me with the grenade. She wanted to throw it towards the cabin, but accidentally ends up direct impacting me while aiming for my teammate due to the fact that I jumped into his line of fire. Fuck that battery. Being clustered and getting insta-killed even with flak jacket is horseshit, so that can go fuck itself. But still, really good nuke streak. I start to play super aggressive here, but die off a spawn due to the fact that those guys just spawned there and we didn't have a UAV up at the time. My thresher's starting to do some damage, but not getting as many kills as I want, so I start to rush up. I get 1 kill off here, get lit up super bad, have to pop my TAC 5, and then end up peeking up again, getting another kill from my strike team, but dying, an ultimately fruitless effort. Strike team ends up picking up another 3 kills. I'm rotating again between the headies, getting that practice medal because of my TAC 5. Try to get some tags in, but just not getting the EKAs for the 100 bomb. My buddy tries to help me get this kill here, but I don't end up getting it. I missed my shots, unfortunately, but he was still being a big help throughout the entirety of this game. I believe I only need 1 kill or 2 kills here at this point. I end up getting 3. I'm around the 90-something mark, and the game is quickly approaching its end. That's my kill for the 100 bomb, and the game is over. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was DyreClaw. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.